We have made it to McLaren Point. We are pretty stoked at the moment because our first video is out and it's going pretty ham. Everyone's giving us great feedback. We're keen to post more. Obviously now we're in South Australia and that was like filmed in what, like New South Wales, I think, somewhere. So yeah, we've got heaps of content. You guys should have seen all those videos by now, but here we are. Few blokes down on the beach. The rocks and the water are just here.
Magic.
Camp spot right there. Ocean right here. What a place to be.
To cook me dinner.
Camp is set, awnings up, shower's ready to go. Lily's first up.
Thank God.
And I will figure out what we're having for dinner.
Arthur had a great new way of making garlic bread.
Success.
It's fucking foul.
Good morning, legends. We are still in Lincoln National Park. Just had our little camp overnight, packed up. People arrived at their spot today. Just going for a little walk around the bay. Then we're gonna drive back into Port Lincoln, fill up the car and the spare Jerry. Maybe.
Charge our battery a bit.
Yeah, charge the battery.
Pretty dead. We've had to turn the fridges off this morning, so.
Yeah, there's no sunlight and we've been pumping through it. So we'll see what we can do. Drive around, fuel up, maybe do an oil change in town if we need to. I need to call my mechanic and check. And then we'll go over to Coffin Bay. So,
Good day ahead.
yeah, we'll go fly the drone and you guys can see this beautiful bay. That is McLaren Point. Enjoy. Hopefully you enjoyed those drone videos. It's an amazing spot. The rock formations, the lichen covering these old rocks, the bay, crystal clear water, all excellent. We're gonna head on back to Lincoln and get some supplies and whatnot. Hopefully see you guys at Coffin Bay or along the way. Look at this. There's a line just through all these multiple different rocks out into the water there. So cool. So calm. The boys, the camping on the beach, had a big doof or something last night, so they kicked on pretty hard, but I didn't sleep through anything, so not a problem.
So we have currently pulled up on the side of the road, literally. It's here. Ocean's here though, decent little view. Arthur's just gone into a mechanic in this town, Port Lincoln. We'll shout them out when I figure out the name of them. We've just asked for a little tub to put our oil in because we're going to do a little oil change here. So we'll decant the old oil into here and then pour it into the new oil's empty tub, so we put the new oil back in. So we'll change the filter, change the oil, keep us up and running for another few kilometers because you gotta service your cars, but we're just using the cheaper option of trying to do it ourselves. So wish us luck and we'll keep you updated.
So it's not a hard job, pretty easy. All we gotta do is take off the oil cap here.
In saying that, your car's gonna be completely different, so make sure you do your own research and don't just go full steam.
Yeah. And then under the car, under the sump plug, drain her out into the tank. Then we take out the old oil filter there, put a new one in, and then we just top it back up, fill it back up with those two. Obviously check your own vehicles for whatever oil you need and fuel filters and what oil filters, you name it, and then we'll do that. Alrighty, we're under the car now. Oil has been drained and the tank that the boys gave me is a perfect size. Let that drizzle out and then we'll get on to changing the oil filter. Got to use what you can. We don't have anything to get the filter out, but good old trusty belt does the job. That's that. Dab a bit of oil on the seal, that little capture point. Twist her back in. Tighten her back up. There we go.
Filter change.
Filter's done.
Check.
Now we gotta put our oil back in. Put the plug back in the bottom.
That would help.
We're good to go.
Yeah, just doing an oil change. Thank
Cheers.
you. It is lovely having friendly locals here in Australia. Everyone wants to help you all the time. The man just pulled over and made sure we're okay, so how lovely. Yeah, we're all good. Just doing an oil change, so nothing's wrong. Thank you. Another friendly local. Gotta love it.
So it's taken a while for the oil to all fully drain. Got a few mil to spare in this bucket. We'll put the plug back in and then we'll fill her up from the top. And then that's a done deal. We'll be off to Coffin Bay, continue on, do the Eyre Peninsula, and then we're gonna go to Cactus for a week and get some sick waves.
Makeshift funnel. Oil change complete. The car is running, so I think we did something right. We're just coming up to the place that planted us.
Shout out to Billy from Rocket Repairs, absolute legend, hooking us up with the tank so we could drain it and fill her up, and then we brought back the old oil and he's disposing of that for us, so didn't need to dig a hole in the ground and do that old job. But if anyone needs any four drive repairs, any car repairs here in Port Lincoln, hit them up. Yep. We have made it to Coffin Bay and are just driving through. Gonna drive into the national park, find ourselves somewhere to camp up as per usual. And apparently you can get oysters here, like you can sit in the water and eat fresh oysters and drink wine.
Bean has also never had oysters.
Yeah, I have never had oysters.
This would be the maiden voyage, and I reckon it's a pretty good place to start.
Hopefully they don't taste like snot.
He's in for a treat.